Now, if you're one of my regular subscribers, you've probably noticed that I am starting to enjoy RC boats here on the channel, which is why we have got another one today. Now, this is another cheap one. This is the Volantex RC Vector 30. This thing has been around for a little while, but from seeing previous videos, seeing other people's videos, they always seem to say that it's a really, really good performer, especially for the money, which is why I've got one. And today we're going to test it out. Welcome back to the channel, and yes, we have got another RC boat to take a look at today. This thing looks extremely promising, especially for the price. I think I paid about £35 for this, potentially a little bit less, and that is an absolute steal if this thing turns out to be really good. Now, this is going to be the smallest RC boat that I featured on the channel so far. Very excited to get this thing opened, so let's not waste any time. Let's get it unboxed, we'll find out what we get, we'll then take it out and see how it performs. Very excited, so let's crack on. But before we do that, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest RC content. We've got so much coming up on the channel, you're not going to want to miss out, so be sure to subscribe. Right, so let's take a quick look at what we get in the box with this Vector 30. Now, we'll start with the battery. We've got a 360 milliamp hour 15C lithium ion battery, and that should give us a decent amount of runtime. We've got a tiny little spare prop. Nice that they include that. Really, really small. We've got a little spanner, a USB charger, a black and white manual, which does cover all your basic stuff that you need to know to get you up and running. And finally, the transmitter. And I have to say, this is one of the nicer units that I've come across so far on these cheap boats. And I have featured a couple of different boats on the channel now, and this definitely feels like it's probably the best transmitter I've come across so far. At least that is just my opinion. You really don't get a huge amount in the box, but everything is there to get you up and running nice and quick. Now, we're going to take a quick look at the boat. It is quite small, but I think it looks really, really good. And here it is then. This is the Vector 30, and as you can see, it is quite small. Now, I'm going to do a quick comparison for you, just to give you an idea as to how small it actually is. But even though it's small, it really does look great. So just to give you a little idea as to how small the Vector 30 actually is, this is the FTX Vortex. I have also featured this one on the channel, and any boats you see in this video, I am going to leave a link in the description below for you to go and check those out. Now, this is a 45cm boat, and it does have a fairly nice size to it. We've also done the FTX Moray on the channel, and that's a 35cm boat. Again, not a bad size. But the Vector 30 is quite a bit smaller, as you can see, especially compared to the Vortex. It is it's around 30 centimeters, and it is the smallest boat here. So even though this is a tiny boat, it does come with some nice features. What I'm going to do is take the waterproof cover off now, and we'll have a little look at the electronics. The motor that we get with this little boat is a 180 sized brush motor. It's also water cooled, and we get a 9-gram servo for our rudder control. You also get a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver unit, which is good because space is very limited there under the cover, and having the 2-in-1 ESC is definitely a good way to go. This boat's also got self-righting, and not only that, but you do have a low battery warning, and I believe you have a low range warning as well. Overall, not a bad little package. I've gone for the black and the blue version of this, but you can also get it in green, yellow and red. So whichever colour takes your fancy, be sure to check it out. I'm going to leave a link in the description below anyway for you to head over to Banggood. You'll be able to check out the full spec for this little boat. I'm very excited to get it out, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get the battery charged up, we'll head out and we'll see how it performs. Right, so we have come out today to test out the Volantex Vector 30. Again, it is a very windy day here, but we're going to give this little boat a test run. This thing is super tiny compared to the other 3 boats that we've already featured on the channel. We've done the FTX Vortex, we've done the Flytech V008 jet boat, and we've also done the FTX Moray now. I'm very interested to see how this little boat performs, so let's not waste any time. Let's get it in the water and see how we get on. Now straight away, this doesn't feel half as much as agile as the FTX Moray did. Oh, what? We seem to be losing our radio signal. That's a bit weird. We haven't gone very far. So I know for a fact I've got fresh AA batteries in the transmitter. So is that a sign that the radio range isn't that great on this? I mean, this may be good for using in a swimming pool or somewhere like that. I mean, this is quite a large body of water. We are using this on a big lake. It's the best I've got, which is why we are here. Well, we don't seem to be having any radio issues now, but then again, I am staying fairly close because I really don't want to be losing this thing. So how does this compare to the other 3 boats that we featured on the channel then? Well, straight away, it's obviously the smallest. When it comes to speed, I think it's probably on par with the jet boat and the Vortex. It's definitely not as fast as the FTX Moray. I was very impressed with how fast that little boat was. Now this is flat out, this is full throttle. It's quite windy today and the water's not as still as it was last time we come down here. But considering the size of this little boat, it's handling the water absolutely fine. Sounds pretty good. But yeah, when it comes to boats, I would like to see what you guys make of them. I don't have a boat channel, so I'm not surprised that the videos don't do that great. But if you don't make videos about different things, you're not going to attract, you know, a different audience. And like I said, I do want to branch off from the cars a little bit. Overall, so far, not a bad little boat. It is so windy today. And there we go then. So what do you think of the Vector 30? Now this little boat is proof that you really don't have to spend a huge amount of money to have fun, especially if you're running, you know, more expensive boats and you want to get the kids involved maybe. I think this would be a very good option. So I think the real question is, would I actually recommend one of these? Well, yes, absolutely. I very rarely don't recommend any RCs. I think if you're looking for a quick but cheap, agile little boat, the FTX Moray is probably going to be your best option. Now, I'm not ruling this out completely, because if you're looking for one for the kids, or you're just looking for something to use maybe in a smaller area of water, this is quite a big lake, this is probably going to be a good option. You will have some fun with it. It's not a bad little boat at all. So we're going to leave the video there today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing the little Vector 30 in action. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this little boat. Would you recommend one? Would you get one? Let me know in the comment section down below. But apart from that, guys, we're going to leave the video there today. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest RC content. We've got loads of stuff coming up on the channel, including a 4S boat. Banggood contacted me and asked me if I'd like to feature a 4S brushless beast of a boat on the channel, and of course I said yes, because I'm really starting to enjoy boats now. So we've got that coming up soon, plus lots more, including the WL Toys brushless range. It's going to be very busy on the channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. But yeah, apart from that, we're going to leave it there today, and I'll see you again soon on the next one. Take care.